What's up? 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 What is up? How are y'all doing today? Y'all, it is Friday. Happy post-Thanksgiving holiday for all of y'all that celebrate it. Shout out to y'all that don't as well. That's fine too. Yo. Look, I have got to say, first and foremost, this is the time to express our thanks and our gratitude for everything. And let me just say, above everything, I am so thankful for all of y'all. I am thankful for y'all coming in, watching the lives, participating in the chat. I am thankful for y'all sharing. I'm thankful for y'all donating to the charities that we run. I'm just thankful for every single one of y'all that come through every single time. So I do want to make sure that I let y'all know that I am eternally thankful for all of y'all, each and every one of y'all. Because again, y'all don't have to be here. Y'all don't have to watch me. Y'all can go do that with somebody else, but y'all chose the moment, the time to hang out with your boy. And I am eternally grateful. So thank you for all of y'all out there. Let's see. Do I have anything off the top real quick? So listen, I know it's a holiday, type of season right now. I am not gonna keep y'all too long. So no 3-hour live. Shut up, replay gang. I see y'all be trying to talk about me. Be like, oh man, he said this. I see y'all talking about me. No, we're not gonna make it 3 hours. Yes, we're not. Yes. Okay. Shout out to the replay gang, by the way. But no, I'm gonna try and get y'all in and out. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's some leftovers that I have not had yet, and they need to be attacked. Okay, so yes, I am definitely about to get up out of here because the wife made some turkey necks. And let me tell y'all something. My wife makes them turkey neck, boy. Boy, when you suckle on them turkey necks, whew, and we got the sweet potato pie. With the yams. All right, we got to hurry up. Yeah, we got to hurry up because listen, I skipped lunch just so I can get some of them turkey neck. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand what this is. It's gonna be a real situation. So we finna get in and out. We gonna talk about these things, have a good old time, and it's gonna be on and popping. By the way, again, I'm sorry I have to keep apologizing for this, but the spoiler review is probably going to be done by tomorrow, hopefully. I thought I could get it done. I thought my editor could get it done, but we had Thanksgiving break. Everybody was tired from that itis. It just couldn't get done. And like I said, it's a very long video. It's probably an hour and a half long for a full, complete breakdown of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I can guarantee you there are things in that spoiler breakdown that you have not heard from any other person's channel that y'all cheated on me with. So I guarantee you absolutely are going to want to watch my Black Panther 2 spoiler breakdown because like I said, I bring up some things. I bring up some things that I know nobody else is going to talk about. I know some people are afraid to talk about, but I put it all in the video just for y'all to watch. So stay tuned. Like I said, it's a huge video, so it's going to take a long time to render and edit and all that stuff, but it should be worth your time. And by the way, if you guys have had a chance, I just posted the Black Panther Wakanda Forever Challenge fundraiser. That was the event that we did out here in Chicago. Shout out to all of y'all that were able to attend. And if you weren't and you were there in spirit, definitely appreciate y'all as well. That thing was amazing. Go check out that video. Go see all the fun that you might have missed. Listen, that right there was everything for me. And I am super, super grateful for everyone that's been able to come together and just make that possible. All right, so let's do some quick shout outs because like I said, we ain't finna be here forever and I'm hungry. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry. All right, let's see. Shout out first of all to my man, Just My Opinion Reviews. Yes, brother. I know this has been a long time coming. This man has been waiting for Bob Chapek to get fired for so long. And bro, we gonna get into all of that tonight. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my man, Just My Opinion Reviews. You can find him on my favorite channel list. Y'all already know the deal. I always tell him like, yo, I'm the warm-up act. So look, I'm warming y'all up. I'm gonna get y'all ready, but y'all go see my man right there. He be having some great panels, some great folks show up. You never know who gonna show up. And that's what you got to go do. Go check my man out. But thank you, Brandon. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Boss Seeks a Champion. How you doing? Good to see you too. Last of my kin is here. What's going on? Philly Joe, how you doing? My homie Aubrey, hello, ma'am. How are you doing? Good to see you. Joy, hello. Good to see you. I'm sorry. It's all good. I'm glad that you're here now. That's all that matters. Let's see. Paul, what's up? How you doing? Goldilocks, I see you too. What's up? Jeremiah, hello. Miss Harper's in the building. Happy Thanksgiving to you too as well. It's a Mod Squad and Vet in the building. Let's go. Latrice, hello. Good to see you. My man, Minister Crush, what's going on? Thank you so much for making it out. Cynthia Charles, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Wait, hold on. Did I get okay? Yeah, got that one. Kaylin, hello. Good to see you. Let's see. SJ Evans, come on now. We got another Mod Squad and Vet in the building. Good to see you too. It's all good. If you got to do the replay gang, you do what you got to do. Kristen Pratt's in the building though. Back-to-back Mod Squad in here. Thank you so much, man, for all your work. Kimmy J is here as well. What is going on? My man John Robertson, hello. Good to see you, sir. Rizzo's in the building. Hello, ma'am. Good to see you too. Who else we got? I saw people coming in. Let's see. Allie, hello. Good to see you. Let's go. Another homie in the building. Top supporter, Deborah. Hello, ma'am. Good to see you too. My main man Tane is here. What's going on? Thanks, Bo Givings. Hello. What's going on, bro? Corey Simpson's back. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Jesus or Jesus, hello. What's going on? My man Jason Rodriguez, what's going on, brother? Always the top supporter and top vet in the building. Callow, hello. Good to see you too. Alib, hello, ma'am. How are you? I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. But that's another Mod Squad and vet in the building. How are you doing? Let's see, my man Eric Shaw. Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for making it out. Let's see who else. My man, there we go. Another Mod Squad with Angel Gonzalez in the building. Good to see you. Trouble Clef, hello. Let's see, Adam, I see you too. And shout out to everybody that has made it out tonight, or if you're joining on the replay gang, shout out to all of y'all. Appreciate y'all so much for making it out tonight. Let's see, Jason, my goodness, for the first contribution, thank you so much. Hi, E-Man and family, wanted to show some love. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We enjoyed some deep fried turkey with the fixins. Ooh, I'm jealous. Now listen, first of all, thank you for that very generous support. I really appreciate that, Jason. Like, you always coming through, and it really means a lot. Second of all, deep fried, ooh, I'm jealous. I mean, don't get me wrong, I need my turkey necks now. You know, listen, there are two things I need on Thanksgiving. One of them, turkey necks, and two, you got to give me the leg. I got to have the leg. Listen, no matter what happens, I don't even care if I go somewhere else. Look, I need the leg. You give me that big old drum. Okay, I got to hurry up because I'm getting hungrier as we talk. But thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate you. Oh, my man Reese is here. What is going on, Reese? Thank you so much. Appreciate you and for all your contributions as well. Let's see. Hold on. I see everybody coming in. TG 5 hour live, y'all. No, we not doing no 5 hour live. No, we not. No, we are not. Okay, I will do my best not to do a 5 hour live. TG back at it, sucking on the turkey neck like zombie woman. Really? This was so uncalled for. Why do y'all? Okay. All right. Thank you, TG. Thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday as well. We're not gonna talk about that. We just not gonna talk about that. Our pay smoked turkey. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Baked turkey, deep fried, or smoked. I don't know. I don't even know if I could. Just give me the turkey and all the juices. If the turkey got all the juices and the sauce, I'm happy. And make sure it's seasoned now. Okay, you make sure it's seasoned. Get the Lawry's or whatever you got to do, but make sure it's seasoned now. Ooh, man, y'all killing me right now. I'm hungry. Ron Frazier, it's Mariah Carey time. All I want for Christmas. Listen, she got out her hyperbolic chamber. She out here. She ready. Okay, she is ready to come out and sing for everybody. I know that's right. Thank you so much, Ron. I appreciate you, brother. Puma, Freaky Fridays. Let's go. I'm eating my dinner now. COVID got. Oh no, not the COVID, but I'm hungry. Recast T'Challa. Can't stop, won't stop till the real T'Challa is back. Thank you so much for that, Puma Lee. I appreciate you. Sorry if you got the COVID again, man. Like, oh, that sucks. That really does. Because that COVID is nasty. I heard the flu season is getting kind of bad too. I don't, man, I'm just gonna stay inside. Like, I don't even want to go out no more. You know, it's too many things. Everybody getting sick and stuff. I don't like that. Hold on, what go on, Johnny Washington? Man, listen, let me tell you something about that curry goat. That curry goat too, man. Okay, that curry goat don't play either. Okay, let's not forget the curry goat now. Okay, and throw in a little jollof rice. You know, the rice. Ooh, man, that's why are we doing this? Why are we doing it? I'm so hungry. TG back at it. I pulled a triple double in the kitchen like MJ in his prime. E-Man after dark. Get your do-rags and bonnets. Y'all knock 3 times. Oh, not the knocks. The knocks are back. Zombie just want the dark meat. Here we go. See, you see what happened? You see what happened? My man took a whole break and came back right on point. Just left on the, came back on the same beat. Came back on the same. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. We do need to do some after darks though, because it's been a while. But I be so sleepy. I be so tired. Like you know, listen. I told y'all after 35, man, you just be 9 o'clock. Ooh, it just hits you different. Terrell, thank you so much. Hey, y'all. Make sure y'all pray for me. And my car was stolen. No, in Chicago 2 weeks ago, and my insurance is lapsed. Oh. When I say I'm heated, recast T'Challa, man, it's real. I'm so sorry. That is terrible. You know, and that has been an issue in Chicago for real. Like just the carjackings and stuff like that. And you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look, by the way, like, you know, if anybody even has to be in that situation, let them take the car, because your phone, your life, all that stuff, it don't matter. Like, listen. That stuff matters. Do not just give them the car. Just give them a car, because you do not want to play around trying to fight for material thing. A car can be replaced. You know what I'm saying? A phone can be replaced. Your life can't. So don't like. So you want my car? All right, cool. Go ahead. All right, 911. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just glad that you're okay. At least physically, you're here. So that matters. But I am very sorry to hear about your car. And I'm pretty sure, and I'm hoping and praying that everything is definitely going to work itself out for you. So you definitely got the positive vibes and prayers going out to you. Aleve, TJ, you can't forget about Nancy Reagan. No, we are going to forget about Nancy Reagan. No, we're not going to do that tonight. Thank you, Aleve. See, you see how y'all get started. So you see our pain. Smoked turkey means everything is great. Bones and soup and collard. Ooh, with the greens. Oh, man. Ooh, and I had some great greens last night, too. The wife made some string beans, too, with the cornbread. You know how, like, sometimes the cornbread. Ooh, and the roast. Oh, some of the gravy got on the, and I was just... I'm so hungry. Why y'all doing this? We can't do no more Thanksgiving ones now. We can't. I'm starving now. But anyway, okay, let's get started with the news from the week so we can get this going. All right. Y'all know I'm gonna get the bad news out the way. This hurt. But we lost another legend. Jason David Frank recently passed away. And for those of you that don't know, Jason David Frank was best known as Tommy the Power Ranger. And he is dead by suicide at only age 49. This really hurt. This really hurt for so many reasons. I mean, one, we just lost Kevin Conroy, you know, Batman, right? We just lost him. And then to lose Jason was definitely it hit me hard, because I grew up watching Jason. I grew up you know, like I've told people before, like, yo, Tommy used to have 9-year-old me stressed. Okay. I remember coming home from school, watching Power Rangers, and this dude came up in a green costume. I'm like, there ain't no green Power Ranger. How y'all gonna have green? Where did green come from? This man went up to the Megazord and punched the mess out of Trini. Rest in peace, Trini. Punched the mess out of her out. He evicted everybody out the Megazord and just was whooping everybody. My man was even throwing little Hadoukens at people, straight up Kamehamehas at folks. I was like, I never knew y'all could do this. And then they had the nerve to make this a 2-part series. It was a saga. Blew my 9-year-old mind. I was like, what is going on? This man done turned my world upside down and just when I tell you I used to hate Tommy so much because, we were conditioned to believe could nobody beat Jason. Jason the Red Ranger was the most powerful one. Couldn't nobody beat him. And when him and Tommy would go at it, we're like, come on, Jason, fight back, fight back. Tommy had me so stressed. So stressed. And then when my man came back as the White Ranger, I was like, let's go! Let's go! Okay. Oh, I was playing the little flute. Oh, when I tell you this was my childhood. This was my childhood, okay? And my man has gone on to be one of the greatest Power Rangers of all time. I mean, he came back as he done been like every color. He green, red, blue, black, white. He the GOAT Power Ranger. And here's the thing that's the kicker for me. I would go to different Comic Cons. I'd go to E20, E23 or whatever, and C2E2. And I'd go to all these conventions, and Jason David was always there. He was always there. This was a guy who never took for granted his stardom and fandom. He didn't let it go to his head like, I'm the Tommy, don't talk to me. No. He genuinely loved what he did, and he was so gracious with his time, with his just presence. Like, I sat in one time on one of his panels at C2E2, and this was a couple years ago, and I remember sitting down and I was just so amazed at how much time this guy took to talk to the fans, because it was about the fans. He got off stage just because somebody had asked him a question. I forgot what the question was, but it was something to just be like, man, you're inspiration, blah, blah, blah. This man got off stage and gave that person a hug and stayed there, took pictures with him. I mean, because he knew how much that meant to that person, that fan. This dude was literally the exact reason of when they say never meet your heroes. He kills that. You do want to meet him. And the part that kills me so much is the fact that every time I'd go to a convention and I always saw he was there. I always saw he was available. He had panels, he had autograph sessions, he had pictures. And every single time for me, as much as I loved him for what he contributed, I always said, next time. I always said to myself, man, I'll get it next time. He ain't going nowhere. It's okay. I took that for granted. I had the opportunity to meet this guy so many times. And I kept saying, next time, next time, next time. And to hear this news that this guy was pushed to the brink of committing suicide, when you think everything is going so well. I mean, every video I see this guy in, he's always upbeat. He's got love. He's surrounded by fans. Everything is going great. But we never know the internal battle people are dealing with. And it just hurt me because I just took all of that for granted because I thought this icon, this legend was always going to be here. And I thought everything was good. And it wasn't. And I like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what's going on with people behind the scenes. So let me just say this, like, I don't know what y'all be going through. I don't know what's I can't. I have no idea what other people are going through. But if you absolutely need help, if you're going through anything, please, please find help. Please. You are not alone. Okay? I could tell you, I've shared with y'all moments. Like, look, I go through things. I come on here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, I be going through some things too. It ain't always happy-go-lucky. Okay? But guess what? We're all human. And we all go through things. But the one thing I hope you all remember is that you're not alone. Okay? Someone out there cares. And if you don't believe anyone cares, I care. I care. Okay? Because I want you guys to go get help. I want you to talk to someone. One of the worst things that you can do for yourself is be alone for too long. I'm not saying don't take time to yourself. It's cool. Be one with yourself. Center yourself. But do not be alone for too long. I do not believe human beings were created to be alone. We were made so that we can interact with each other. So I really, really want to encourage you all. Please go get help. If you even think about those type of thoughts, your life matters. You matter. Don't ever take that for granted. I don't care how bad things are going in your life. You matter and things can be turned around. I promise you that. I promise you things can turn around. But you got to get the help. So please go to getbetterhelp.com. Call the suicide prevention line. Whatever it is, I encourage y'all to do this. Please. Okay. You are not alone. And look, if you need a family, we got the E-Fam right here. Okay. Come on in and come and talk to us about some movies. Okay. We listen, you can come on in here and have a good old time. Forget all that nonsense that's going on with your job. Forget all that nonsense that's going on with your friends. Forget all that stuff from the relationship. Come on over here and have a good time and just take a moment, because we all need it. We all need that escape sometimes. And we're all human. We all go through these things. So I just want to make sure that everybody out there knows that you are loved and that you are cared for, even if you don't know it. So I want to just say shout out to Jason David Frank. Prayers and condolences to his friends, family, and close ones. I know when the news came out, I didn't even believe it. Like, I was just like, this can't be real, you know. But y'all, life is short. We don't know who's going through what. Take advantage of whatever you can. You never know. 49 is way too young to be leaving this earth. It's way too young. So my man will never, ever, ever be forgotten. To the day I die, I'm gonna be like, yo, Tommy was the GOAT. Okay. I don't even watch Power Rangers, but listen, I tune back in whenever my man showed up. Okay. Every time he make a little cameo, I'll be like, let me go see what these little Power Rangers doing. Let me go check this out. But man, he is going to go down forever as a legend for sure. So rest in peace, Jason David Frank. You did great work. And you definitely are never going to be forgotten, man. So, all right, let's go back up. Let's get these comments here. Hold on. Here we go. Let me get this TG. So Nancy Reagan and Zombie Walker walk into a HBCU. No, thank you. Thank you. But no. I don't even want to hear the rest of that joke. Oh my God. No. Can't do that. Cannot, will not entertain. Y'all just want to get me banned. I ain't even hit 100K and y'all want to get me banned already. I don't understand. Nelson V, what's good, E-Man and Avengers? You read the MMRP comic series and the Lord Draken storyline. Rest in peace, JDF, 90s kid. Yeah, that storyline, I've been hoping and waiting for them to adapt it into live action. Like that was, I mean, where Tommy, like the Green Ranger just like kills everybody. Like that was mind blowing, because one thing I've always wanted as a 90s kid, it's kind of like, if y'all gonna keep a medium going, keep it going with the generation that actually knows about it. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter, you know, she's a teenager at this. She don't know nothing about no Power Rangers, not like that. Like she's not watching that stuff. So if the younger generation ain't watching that stuff like that, why don't you grow it up for the people like us? Because I guarantee you, there was a YouTube video not too long ago, was like a Power Rangers remix or something like that, where like they kind of grow up, or it's like an older, mature, just very mature version. I'm sitting here like, y'all could be making so much money off of this, because you can't tell me that us 90s kids ain't finna go to the theater to watch a rated R Power Ranger movie. What? Absolutely, I'm there. Say less. I went to go see the other Power Rangers movie. It was all right. It wasn't bad. I liked it. It was, But if you were giving me a rated R Power Rangers movie with the original cast, woo, take my money. Take mine. But yes, comic series was definitely good. Thank you for that. That was really, really something I love. He Who Runs Phase. I was hanging with Macho Camacho Jr. and like, nah, I'll get his autograph tomorrow. That next day, he was shot dead. No. Tragedy always follows greatness. Yeah. That's see, I'm sorry. That's see, that's life is too short. Life is, it just be too short, you know. Oh, thank you for that, Alejandro. Hey man, make therapy normal, please. Rest in peace, JDF. Yes, no, seriously, like for real. I'm telling y'all, therapy is everything. Y'all want to get the therapy. I've told y'all that y'all might even, some people are so afraid of therapy because you're afraid that like this therapist or whoever is going to just judge you. That's not the point of therapy. It's not the point to go in there and get judged by somebody. Now, the therapist may have some criticisms for you, but it's constructive. The whole point of it is to help you build you back up. That's the point. It's not there to tear you down. It's there to bring you up and give you the tools so that you can move forward in life with whatever direction that you want to take yourself in. So therapy is absolutely necessary for everybody. Let me tell you something. Therapy will teach you how to argue. Some of y'all think that y'all know how to argue. A lot of people don't know how to argue. Some people will just yell and scream and think that's arguing. That's not, no. If you go to therapy, they will teach you, at least a good therapist, how to have a productive argument where you can express yourself and you can make sure that you're actually being heard, and you learn how to listen in the same way. Let me tell you, man, listen, therapy, y'all missing out on therapy. Y'all, if y'all don't know, if you still on that stigma of like therapy's only for crazy people, we all crazy. Okay, all of us are crazy. Everybody got a little crazy. Some people go a little more crazy, but we all got a little crazy in us, and we all can use a little help. Unless you perfect, go to therapy. Thank you, Alejandro. I appreciate you, sir. Let's see what else we got here. Nelson, what you got? 30th anniversary PR special on Netflix, spring 2023. Okay. Oh, Power Ranger special. Okay. I did not know that. I'm about to go check that out. Thank you for that. My goodness. Oh, that's dope. That is dope. Oh, Steven, my man. Thank you so much. Oh, E-Man, happy Thanksgiving to you and your fam from Cali. Oh, man. Oakland Bay area super fans, Reese and me, Steve. Yes, thank you so much, Steven. I appreciate you and I appreciate my man Reese as well. You guys are so awesome. I really appreciate you. I don't know if you saw the video. I posted the video of the watch party. I got you guys in there. So shout out to you guys. And thank you so much for all the work that you guys have been doing, to the donations, to the charities, and all the great work Reese has been doing. I really appreciate you guys for real. And thank you for watching too. That means everything to me. Continue being a great dad too, by the way. Reese is very lucky to have you. Puma, what you got? As people of color and different races getting mental is truly what's needed, mental health. I will let's see, people who look more like us become mental. Oh, okay, I got you. I hope more people like us become mental health reps. Yes, we need it as a culture, especially because there's this weird stigma that like getting, mental health is like a bad thing. No, it like, if going to the doctor is a good thing, why wouldn't going to a head doctor be a good thing? Like, you're going for your health. Your health is just as important as your body. Your mental health could affect your physical body. Y'all ain't never been so stressed that you feel ill. I mean, like, it's a thing, so yeah, go get checked out. All of that stuff is needed. Ruben, what you got? Hey, E-Man and E-Fam, I'm glad everything sort of worked out. Happy Turkey Day. Can't wait for Blade. Better be good. Thank you so much for that. And we definitely going to talk about that coming up, but I appreciate you. Let's see. Puma back at it. Rest in peace, George Perez. Your artistry will be missed. DC Marvel. Yes, we did lose George Perez as well. Thank you so much for that. Puma Lee. Let's see. Oh, we got the misses in the building, man. We was just talking about your 5 turkey necks, and I can't wait. Ooh, wait. Matter of fact, go ahead and take that out a little defrost, because the second this live is over, it's going down. We got to get me on some of them turkey necks. But thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you so much. All right, let's move on. We're going to get some more bad news out the way. Look, when I talk about one of the best actors in Hollywood, there's no question that Gary Oldman is absolutely going to show up in that conversation. He is what I would always use as the definition of range. Okay, when I talk about acting and range, you go look at Gary Oldman. The fact that this guy can go from all the roles that he's played, Commissioner Gordon to Winston Churchill to all like the Fifth Element, the bad guy in the Fifth Element. This guy disappears in his roles. Disappears. That's range. Let me tell you, when you have an actor and you say you see him in one movie and you see him in another movie and they look and sound and act completely different, that is range. If you look at an actor and be like, nah, you sound exactly the same as this other role that you did before, you don't have range. I'm not going to name no names, but there are certain actors that people think are great, but they literally act the same in all their movies. They lack range. Okay. So Gary Oldman is like one of the best, in my opinion. But apparently he's thinking about calling it quits. Says that he'll be ready to retire from acting after the end of his show, Slow Horses. So what did he have to say here? He said, I've had an enviable career, but careers wane, and I do have other things that interest me outside of acting. When you're young, you think you're going to get around to doing all of them. Read that book. Then the years go by. I'm 65 next year. 70 is around the corner. I don't want to be active when I'm 80. I'd be very happy and honored and privileged to go out as Jackson Lamb, who is his character on Slow Horses, and then hang it up. All right. Well, I guess I can't really be mad. I can't be mad at that. I mean, this guy's had a fantastic career. I mean, the roles that he's played, The Professional, ooh, come on now. Like, Gary Oldman be so dope in roles, you don't even be knowing it's Gary Oldman sometimes. Like, sometimes you have to do a double take, like, that was him? He was in that movie? What? And he's a phenomenal actor. So as much as it does pain me to hear that he wants to wrap it up, I can't be mad at that, bro. Like you still got to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you 75. First of all, it's a treat nowadays just to make it to 75. You know, so if you still want to go do some other thing, bro, I can't be mad. You gave us like what 30 years, 40 years, or however long he's been acting of like straight goodness. It sucks, but I know I'm being a little selfish as a fan. But you know, like I gotta respect that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to like get to the point where you so old that you also like just are like in terrible B-rated movies that don't nobody care about either. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to go out on top-ish. You know, and I think Gary Oldman is like, again, like I said, one of the best. So if he gotta hang it up, I totally understand. I'm a little jealous because I'm like, you know, I'm a little upset because I'm like, again, as a fan, I'm like, man, I kind of like I would love more Gary Oldman, but I totally understand. So I respect it. But y'all let me know, how do you feel about Gary Oldman calling it quits, potentially retiring? Now, here's the thing: never say never, because you never know. There could be some other role that pops up, some dream thing, and all this changes. Okay, who knows? But in case it doesn't, and he's done with, let me know what you think, and let me know your favorite role that Gary Oldman has done in the past. But thank y'all so much in advance for that. Let's see who we got here. He Who Runs Fades. There we go. Speaking of Turkey Next Part 2, Zombie Wanda turns to Nancy and says, "Boy, my throat is parched." All right. We're gonna leave that there because there are kids here, and I am not gonna comment any further. But thank you, He Who Runs Fades. I appreciate you as always. I said I wasn't gonna name no names, but okay, we'll leave it there. Ooh, I said I wasn't gonna name no names, but I said I wasn't gonna name no names, but okay, let's move on. Y'all said it, not me. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. No, sorry, Bob. Moving on. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so oh my gosh, here we go. Now, not too long ago, we had a certain movie that came out, and I haven't seen it. I'm not going to watch it, but this was when Winnie the Pooh apparently got sick of life or something and was going on a murderous rampage, and they made a whole movie about this. I don't know if y'all seen it or not. I have not. I thought it was a joke when it came out, but yeah, apparently that was a thing, right? And now I believe the same company, the same studio that was behind the Winnie the Pooh horror movie is back at it. And y'all, they are figuring out who the next character is going to be. I don't even know if y'all like saw this. This just came out. Why are we doing this? Bambi becomes a vicious killing machine and a new childhood ruining horror. That's right. Bambi is about to be a horror movie coming to you very soon. And like I said, this is coming from the same this company, or like this website. They also announced, you know, that Winnie the Pooh one was coming out. But okay. We don't know anything about the actual plot yet, but I guess the director said this: the film will be an incredibly dark retelling of the 1928 story we all know and love, finding inspiration from the design used in Netflix's The Ritual Bambi will be a vicious killing machine that lurks in the wilderness. Prepare for Bambi on rabies. For why? For why? Why Bambi gotta be on rabies? What they say here? The creature design in the ritual is massive and one of the most memorable of from the last decade. So that comparison conjures up images of a giant deer with extra limbs covered in blood. This ain't your grandma's Bambi, that's for sure. For why? Why are we doing this? What is this? Who goes to sleep and thinks, you know what happened? Bambi's mad. Y'all done killed his mama and he about to come for y'all. Why? Oh my gosh. Like what y'all smoking? I know they legalized weed, but what y'all smoking? That's that other stuff. That's that skunk. Y'all smoking that skunk stuff. You know, the other street stuff. Like, let me tell you something. If y'all could do this to Bambi, if y'all could do this to Winnie the Pooh, what y'all finna do with Bugs Bunny? Y'all do know the most ruthless cartoon character of all time is definitely Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny done shot some folks. Bugs Bunny don't care. What's Bugs Bunny gonna do to Elmer Fudd? What's he gonna do to Yosemite Sam? What's he finna do to Daffy Duck? Listen, I ain't trying to put no ideas out there. I'm just saying they already tapped this well. So I'm just saying. Leave Bugs alone now. I mean, Bugs Bunny was already a problem. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to process this stuff. Like, I ain't never heard of Bambi being a killer. Why? I don't know. Listen, somebody, whoever comes up with this stuff, I just don't understand. I don't understand. All right. How do y'all feel about Bambi the Killer horror movie coming out? Is this something y'all gonna watch? Is this something y'all curious about? I ain't saying you got to run to the theater because we already know these gonna be some low budget movies, but is this one of those things that, you know, maybe you light a little something, you drink a little something, you give it a chance? I don't know. Y'all let me know, because I can't process. I can't do this. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments down below. Because wow. Puma. Okay, I gotta know what's the deal with Nancy. I'm lost in the sauce. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you do not. No, don't ask. Leave it alone. No, you don't. I'm telling you for your own good. No, you don't. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. No, you don't. And I'm definitely not going to explain it on here. He Who Runs Face. I need a Lassie horror where he tries to kill the little boy instead of tries to save him. Bro, that's Cujo. We already got that. We got Cujo already. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what? I guess they could, because they did say a while ago that they were going to do a Cujo remake. If they made Cujo like into the dog breed that Lassie was, that'll throw some people off. Just change the breed up, you know. Man, Lassie on rabies. Yikes. Could y'all imagine Lassie with what is it, boy? What is little Timmy? Just crazy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't put that in y'all heads. Let's see what we got. He Who Runs Face. I need an Alf movie where he's a killer alien that makes jokes about pop culture while he kills people. Dang, not even cats, because Alf was already a problem eating kittens. Like, Alf was already an issue. But I wouldn't be mad about that one, actually. He is an alien, and like his whole race could come back. I might mess around and check that one out. I don't know. I might check that one out, bro. Kiki, what you got? Remember when South Park did the evil Mickey Mouse? Just imagine if Disney went that route. I do remember that. And evil Mickey Mouse was definitely a problem when he invited people into his office. Oh man, that Mickey Mouse was definitely a problem. What are you gonna do? Oh man, that South Park was a problem. That was a problem too. Mo better. What you got? Bugs, Wick, Bunny, double tap. Wow. Great. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded. That's great. That's great. And I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it. Like if Bugs Bunny was just like, yo, I'm sick of all y'all's hunters. I'm sick of y'all. And he got to go through a list of people all the way to get up to Elmer Fudd. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch that. I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna watch that. Oh man, we did. Ooh, and then if they did a sideshow with the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Now you know Coyote already violent. He already violent. Like you get a Coyote. Look, the Coyote gonna be like Michael Myers. No, ain't nothing gonna stop him until he get that beat rolled up runner. Nothing. Why? Why? What is he? Why is he here?
I'm sure they want to update.
What? First of all, he too big. Okay, here go Kobe. I don't know why. Look, he just look old. Don't he got like this old face? This is an old face. The wife said y'all need an update. Ain't no real updates. The only thing, look, the only update I got is recently Kobe we was walking him, right? And while we were walking him, no, I was walking him. I don't think the wife was with me. While I was walking him, no, she was with me. You know, dogs be sniffing stuff all the time, and you know, I might have to get up for this one. I don't know, but you know how like dogs be sniffing stuff or whatever, and like my man was like sniffing on something. And again, when they sniff on stuff, you know, sometimes it's like, man, they pick up stuff. They sniff other dog stuff, you know, another dog pee somewhere. They sniffing. If it's some food, they sniffing it. Whatever. Dogs are led by their noses, right? Now, Kobe is about, what are we in? November. So Kobe is about 9 months old. Okay. He's 9 months old. So you know, he's getting a little grown. And whenever you get a little grown, you start to feel some things. And Kobe like caught a scent on something. And I'm pulling the leash. I'm like, bro, come on, man, let's go. Like, what is your problem, bro? And he just would not let this go. And usually he'll sniff something and it's not a big deal. Like, okay, I like it. All right, I'll come back later. Whatever. He would not let this sniff go. Bear with me. My man caught a whiff of this thing and started doing this. I was like, bro, he done found him a mate. I ain't never seen a dog sniff something so good it got him humping the dry air. Like, bro, what's her name? You know where she live? What is her name? How you gonna be sniffing something and it's giving you the air pumps? I was like, we can't walk through this corner again. We can't do that no more. Nah. I was like, look, he done found him a mate. He ain't gonna let this go. He gonna want to know what her number at, what her hydrant at. He gonna want to know all of that. I was like, bro, I ain't never seen that in my life. My man was, I was like, whoa. I didn't know y'all got high like that. He was like, he done found a chicken heat. I'm like, yeah, we can't come to this corner no more. We cannot come to this corner no more. So that's our Kobe update. I don't know if he ever called her. I don't know if he ever found out her name, her digits. I don't know, but my man was on point with it, and he was not gonna let up. And he ain't allowed on that corner no more because I don't know what you know, she might be selling some stuff, you know, like, hey, I got them kibble and bits, y'all. Nah, man, we ain't interested in that. We trying to have some wholesome living up in here. Okay. Shoot, ain't nobody going over there for no little kibble and bits booty. Nah, man, forget that. I done raised you right now. Shoot, you ain't going on that corner no more, bro. Not at all. Anyway, that's our little Kobe update. Anywho, what we got here? He Who Runs Phase, Killer MDED, Killer Care Bears, Killer Sailor Moon. Whoa, Sailor Moon will destroy everybody. Like, let's not sleep on Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon, they OP as ever. So you don't want to mess with that. Nancy Reagan with that killer thrill. Okay, see, you got me there. You got me there. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that coming. But thank you for that. I appreciate you as always. Let's go. Steven, what you got? Like Brightburn, turning good into darkness action with this Winnie the Pooh and Bambi craziness, killer Smurfs and garden gnomes next. Yo, you know what? Them Smurfs, man, they be taking a lot of mess from people. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they was like, yo, you know what? Enough is enough, and it's time for a Smurf change. I would not be surprised. Okay. But yeah, no, and by the way, I like Brightburn. Brightburn was actually low-key kind of cool. I wouldn't say it was like the best movie or nothing like that, but I actually appreciated it. It was produced by James Gunn. But it was a nice little what if Superman went dark type of movie. Pretty good. But great observation there, Steven. I appreciate you. Let's see. Deborah, what you got? Find Kobe a girlfriend fun. Make more Kobe's puppy love. We would like to actually breed him. Because we get nothing but like compliments. People like, oh my god, we love him. Oh my god, look at his face, his brown eyes. You know, I'm like, yeah, all right, we'll get there. You know, I like to move first though. If we can get like a bigger house, I'm trying to save my pennies up. But we definitely want to breed him eventually. But thank you for that, Deborah. I appreciate you. He who runs face, Kobe just trying to get his Elmo tickled. Smell that premium, no unleaded. Listen, like I said, I've never ever seen a dog get turned on by a smell like that. Man. But thank you for that. I appreciate you because he definitely got turned on by something. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Y'all know I've been telling y'all about James Cameron, and boy, my man Cameron has been on one lately. He's been getting in, he's been cussing folks out. My man's been coming at Marvel. Listen, the closer we get to Avatar 2, the more James Cameron is out here like, yo, I just don't give a F. I'm out here and I don't care. And y'all finna take this. And he is telling all these stories of all these things that have happened. And listen, it just don't stop. So let's just go through all this Avatar stuff with James Cameron. Because boy, y'all better stop playing with this man. Stop playing with him. So apparently James Cameron cussed out an executive over Avatar's running time. Ooh, what did he say? Let's read this little story real quick. And he was talking to GQ. He said, I said something I've never said to anybody else in the business. I think this movie is going to make all the effing money. And when it does, it's going to be too late for you to love the film. The time for you to love the movie is today. So I'm not asking you to say something that you don't feel, but just know that I will always know that no matter how complimentary you are about the movie in the future, when it makes all the money, and that's exactly what I said in caps, all the money, not some of the money, but all the money. I said, you can't come back to me and compliment the film or chum along and say, look what we did together. You won't be able to do that. At that point, that particular studio executive flipped out and went bug blank on me. And I told him, get the F out of my office. And that's where it was left. I told y'all to stop playing with James Cameron. James Cameron don't play. James Cameron ain't having it. Y'all made fun of this man in his Avatar movie all that time. He not having it. He will cuss you clean out. Okay? Whew. Listen. Look, he said it with all his chest. Okay? He said it with that Navi blue chest. Okay? Y'all not gonna play with this man. Y'all not gonna talk about his 4-hour movies. Y'all not gonna talk about none of that. Shoot. I ain't even gonna criticize him because he gonna come cuss me out. I don't want to. So I'm just gonna report on the other thing, which is that apparently his budget for Avatar is very high. It's very, very, very high. And this is what he had to say here. So Avatar 2, according to James Cameron, needs to break all-time box office records to be a success. Wow. So in an interview with GQ, you know, he was talking about Avatar 2, And he said that it had to be the third or fourth highest grossing film in history just to break even. Now, whether that was an exaggeration or not, Cameron claims that Avatar 2 is very expensive. See what he has to say below. He said, it's very, expensive. This film represents the worst business case in movie history. You have to be the third or fourth highest grossing film in history. That's your threshold. That's your break even. Okay, golly, James Cameron. Bro, what did you do? What is in Avatar 2 that is so huge? Y'all know the highest grossing film right now is like $2 billion something with Avatar, Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, and I forget whatever the fourth one is, or maybe Titanic. I don't know. Whatever it is. $2 billion? Now, I think that this could be an exaggeration. Now, there's a lot of things to consider with this, right? Because I've told y'all, like, usually at least one rule of thumb, and there are different ways to gauge profitability, in the theater. I heard you subtract 33% from the box office and stuff like that. There's that way. Other people have said that you got to have 2.5 of whatever the original budget is. I like to go with the 2.5 just because it's easier math. But and I'm thinking, I don't know if he's talking about worldwide. He could be talking about just the domestic. But then again, he could also be talking about like all the movies, because for him, he's been shooting all these movies back to back to back. He's been already in production for part 4 and 5, but who knows if that's actually going to happen or not. It depends on the success or lack thereof of part 2 and 3. All I know is that James Cameron is one of the most ambitious filmmakers when it comes to pushing the limits. Everybody thought he was crazy with Avatar, and this man sat here and gave us the highest grossing movie for like the past 20 years or whatever it was, however long it was, 15, 10, whatever. Everybody said he was crazy when it was like, yo, 5 Avatar movies? 5? There are doubts, but I mean, we usually doubt people that try to push the limits, right? Now, his track record says otherwise. His track record, I've told y'all, James Cameron is like Jordan in the finals. He don't miss. If he gets to the final, he's in there. It's a ship. Count it. Bank it. But bro, to break even, I severely doubt that James Cameron will ever have the ability to make $2 billion with Avatar 2. I really doubt it. I do think Avatar 2 I think it has the ability to make $1 billion. I think it does, just because of the name recognition. It certainly has that. But the boat has sailed in terms of the high for Avatar, I think. And I think a lot of that is, situational, right? Part of the situation is the fact that you waited like 10 years, just to get to the sequel. And the sad part about it is, like, waiting 10 years is not the problem, because look at Top Gun Maverick. That waited damn near 20, 30 years, and it made a whole lot of money, way more than the original movie did, right? The first one. So it's not the fact that it's a time issue. What it is the fact that, unfortunately, as good as Avatar was visually, it was a visual experience. And this is why I tell people, like, I'm sorry, I can't take your opinion seriously on any Avatar if you did not watch it in theaters the right way. And I'm talking about like with the real 3D IMAX experience. Like, If you went and saw that with the cheap little 3D glasses, it don't count. If you watched it on your home TV, yeah, I don't even care if you have a 3D TV, it don't count. Because the way that movie was specifically shot and made was to see it on the biggest screen in IMAX with all of the 3D stuff hitting at you. That's the way you're supposed to watch Avatar. So if you missed the boat, I feel sorry for you because you missed out on the way the movie was supposed to be seen. When that experience happened, it changed the whole industry. Ever since Avatar came out, everybody was like, dang, look what 3D just did and made $2 billion. I want some of that. And that's why we saw all these other movies come out in 3D. Y'all remember that wave of 3D? It was like every other movie in 3D, in 3D, in 3D. And it'd be like cheap. It'd be like one little scene that pop out at you, and that was it. That's because a lot of movies don't have the guts or the budget to really do real 3D. And James Cameron literally did it like at the peak. He made 3D what it should be, and everybody else kind of gave you like, you know, the McDonald's version of it. So the problem now is the fact that because we as consumers have been given all this fast food 3D, we forgot what it was like to have the fine dining version of 3D with James Cameron. My man gave us some fine dining, like a 9-course, like 4-course meal, whatever. Like he gave us the good. And we've been getting a whole lot of cheap stuff after that. So now our expectations, I think, as a society have gone down and we don't appreciate what he used to give us. So you have that other situation going on. Our expectations have changed. You know, like it's not as much of an awe factor as it used to be. So I do think that people are going to go in because, again, I did a poll on this on my Twitter. Don't nobody care about the story in Avatar? Yup. Most people, the average person, remembers Avatar for the visual experience and the special effect, the visual effects, more than the characters, more than the story, more than the setting. You know, like, unless you recently watched it, like most people don't even remember the name of the people, name of the planet, name of the characters. Heck, the name of some of the actors, actresses, you know, like it's hard, you know, especially if you're under 30 and you've just never seen it. So all I'm gonna say is that it's definitely going to be a challenge for Avatar 2 and 3, because both of those movies have to be successful for it to like go up, for 4 and 5 to come up. It's gonna be a challenge for these things, especially if they sitting here trying to hit 2 billion. Like, I think that boat has sailed. I think it's definitely going to hit that $1 billion mark. I think it's going to do some things. And here's something else. Something that should definitely help. Well, Avatar, The Way of the Water lands China theatrical release. That right there is huge because China is one of the biggest sellers or buyers of 3D content. Remember when I told you that we had a whole wave of 3D that was happening after Avatar? Who do you think drove that demand? It was China. China did that because China consumed all of Avatar and they made Avatar so much money that at the end of the day, the studios were like, yo, we're going to make our movies so China loves it because that's where a lot of money comes from. So two of the main things, and remember how we got a whole bunch of 3D movies, and remember how we got a whole lot of reboots and remakes? That's because of China. Every single time we had a different movie that was a sequel or a remake or a reboot or a 3D thing, it's because of the demand in China. I'm sorry, there was a movie producer, I think it was on NPR, who basically talked about this. And they were like, yeah, we have to basically change the way we do movies because of the demand in China. Why? Because when you do a sequel or a reboot or a remake, it's familiar. And when it's familiar, you're going to want to go and do it. You're more willing to go pay for it. So that was one of the biggest things that was a byproduct also of Avatar. So now that they got the China release, that Billy is not going to be hard. they gonna hit that Billy even easier. Now, 2 Billy, that I don't know. That I don't know. It's gonna be hard, but China just changed the game up right here with that. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. How do you feel about Avatar 2? How are you feeling now that Cameron is shooting very high for this just to break even? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments down below, and let me know, do you plan on going to watch Avatar 2? I mean, it's finally coming out in December. It's just a couple of weeks, so let me know. What we got here? Remmer, sorry. Do you think Shang-Chi, 10 Rings, and Ms. Marvel bangles are connected to Kang? Because I do. Yes, actually, I do. I think all of them are pretty much items, because if you think about it, those are artifacts that came through time through different universes. So yes, I do. They all came from the past, from a different dimension, or a different reality, whatever. It sounds like Kang the Conqueror to me. I'm very anxious to see what happens in Ant-Man, because I wouldn't be surprised if Ant-Man is tasked. You remember, he's a burglar. I wouldn't be surprised if he's tasked with getting those items back. Maybe he has to steal the 10 rings from Shang-Chi. Maybe he has to steal the bangles from Kamala Khan. We don't know. But I would not be surprised if that were the case. And the designs, the special effects, all that stuff is very similar, at least from the trailer that we saw of Ant-Man. So yeah, I would not be surprised about that at all. But all right, let's move on. Well. Here we are. It has been a long road. But y'all, Bob got fired and Bob got hired after Bob got hired and then Bob got fired. Yo, round and round we go. This was probably the biggest news of the week, and that was that Disney done made a huge shakeup. And let's get to it right now. Disney, Bob Iger has been asked to come back as the CEO, and Bob Chapek is out. The board cites complex industry transformation, blah, 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 whatever y'all say. I don't care. Chapek is gone. He's gone. Let me tell you, this is probably some of the best news on so many different levels. First of all, if you've been following my channel since the pandemic, godly, that's been 2 years. This man's been hired in Disney. Chapek, not this Bob. Chapek's been there since for at least 2.5 years. And y'all remember, we went through this. We went through this together. How many times did I have to make a video about Bob Chapek screwing over ScarJo and Black Widow? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that whole incident of how Disney said, Black Widow, now we just gonna throw that on streaming. And they screwed ScarJo out of her money? That came from Bob Chapek. When they sat here and they dragged her name through the ground, oh, Scarlett Johansson, why don't you think about the kids? There's a whole pandemic here. Why would we give you the money that we owe you? They said ScarJo was terrible and she don't think about the children because she couldn't get the money that she was owed. They went through a whole lawsuit, and I told y'all at that time, the number one thing you don't want to do as a CEO of Disney ever is mess with Disney's image. Disney cares about their image more than they care about money. More. Because they have an image that is tied to their reputation, and their reputation is tied to their legacy. Why do you think they always want to have PG-13 and lower type of things? Because they are so concerned about their image. Their image is what helps them get money. They'll lose some money over here, and I'll prove to you why. They'll lose some money if it means protecting their image. Now, not only did that have an issue, let me see, there was some other stuff, because Bob Chapek he'd been messing up a lot. Let's see. Oh, look at that. The second Bob came back, Iger. Oh, that Disney stock went up to 8%. I love that. You know, I'm a little stockholder myself. You know, I looked at my stocks. I was like, cha-ching! Yes. Yeah. We thank Bob Chapek for his service and all the time he did. Whatever. Y'all don't think whatever. Okay. But my goodness, they've been just waiting for this. It's so funny. Look at this. A number of top Disney leaders were attending a pre-show reception at Dodger Stadium tonight for Elton John's farewell show, which aired on live stream. And here's the crazy thing. Bob Chapek was supposed to introduce Elton John until he found out that day he got fired. You was about to go right on stage and be like, welcome, blah, 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 Elton John, ha, ha, ha. You fired. Get off stage, you fired. That ain't your job no more. Go home. They told him to just go home. Y'all could at least fire him on the day off. Y'all ain't have to fire him while he was working, while he was going to do a public event. Just like, at least y'all could have let this man go back to his nice little home. Golly, this had to have been worse. You know Chapek a Elton John fan. You know he an Elton John fan. You know he was all psyched up like, oh yeah, I get to go talk to Rocket Man, y'all. I'm fired. What you mean I'm fired? Who told you? Twitter? What? How? Why? What'd I do? Fired. Oh man. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so Chapek's been messing up, but here's the other thing. Why did they replace him? Listen, a lot of this has been the case where Disney's board of executives have been torn on Chapek staying in his position for the past several months. Let's see what else they said. They said the deciding factor was to oust Chapek was his weak performance during the company's most recent quarterly earnings call earlier in November. Chapek touched upon the necessity for cost-saving measures during the call, but only outlined what these plans would be later that week. Then the CEO proposed plans such as a hiring freeze and layoffs. Listen, I told y'all that Disney does not care about their money compared to their image. Their image comes first. Okay? I told y'all about this. Recast T'Challa. They care about their image over the loss of money first. Disney just got done. They've been mad at Chapek for the Scarlett Johansson lawsuit. Terrible look of what he did with the company. They were mad at him because of there was a legislation in Florida. It was like I don't want to get into the culture of politics or whatever, but it was a don't say gay bill or whatever. Disney didn't say nothing about it. Chapek just kind of danced around. Company didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. That has some issues. Then this man came around and was like, yo, we about to restructure all of Disney. He already started putting people ahead of Kevin Feige and all the Pixar people. Listen, even with Pixar, the movie Stay Red, or Turning Red, they put that on Disney Plus. Do you know how hard it is when you working on a film and you expect a certain return as a studio and you find out all you did was put it on your streaming platform? You know why that's a problem? Because streaming platforms do not turn out to be as profitable as putting a movie in theaters. Remember, I've told y'all this from the day one. Since 2020, I've been telling y'all streaming ain't the way to go. You can never replace the box office return, the potential from theaters. I told y'all theaters ain't going nowhere. I told y'all, why don't y'all, nobody listen to me. I told y'all theaters was not going nowhere because there's too much money to be made. And yes, it was going to take a dip, but it absolutely was not going to be worth investing everything on Disney Plus. Now, don't get me wrong. Streaming was great for the pandemic when everybody was locked in and couldn't nobody go nowhere. It was great. It was fine. It was cool. And shout out to Chapek because he did take care of Disney at least during that time. So we're going to give him his credit there. But he dropped the ball everywhere else. Everywhere else, he done messed up. Okay. After that, You don't need to keep trying to get subscribers and stuff like that. Once we started to open back up and go back to normal, you should have been going back to the theaters. And when you sit here and you keep screwing the top creatives, you screwing over the people, the actresses, the producers, the headline, what are you doing? And then the thing that really killed everybody, this man sat here and was like, we gonna do some hiring freezes. We gonna do some layoffs. We all them little vacations that y'all be taking. Oh, y'all be taking all these trips and stuff. That's over with. Oh, y'all want lunch? Stop that. I mean, he didn't say that, but pretty much. My man killed all of that noise. And everybody was like, last straw. And remember what I said, once again, Disney cares about their image more than their money. This man was literally doing things to save them money. And they said, nah, you play too much. You play too much. They just re-upped his contract a couple months ago. Earlier this year, they re-upped this man's contract despite all the nonsense he's been up to, despite all the terrible things that he's dragged Disney's name under. They re-upped this man's contract. I don't know how much it is, but my man is not hurting for money. He's not hurting for money because Disney don't care about money as much as they care about their image. So if they were willing to put up with him and give him this money, keep in mind, by firing him now, he keeps that money. He's good. They're not going to take that money away. They're not going to not pay him because they care about their image more than anything. So remember that. Now, the other thing was the quarterly numbers were not looking too good. Why? Like I said, streaming ain't cutting it like that. You are definitely going to want certain subscribers and stuff like that. They have about 2/3. I think they said like 160 something million subscribers or something like that on Disney Plus. That's cool. That's about 2/3 of like what Netflix has. But that's not going to be paying the bills like that. Subscribers are not going to give you the type of return that dropping multiple movies in theaters are going to do. You have no idea how much money y'all could have made with Turning Red. Y'all have no idea how much money y'all could have made with Black Widow or whatever if it had gone to theaters. If y'all had just dropped these things in theaters and made hundreds of millions of dollars, that stuff could be pennies compared to a couple people that want to stay on a subscriber list or not. People going to come and go off of streaming, but like once you get that movie in the theaters, you got that money. That's money in the bank. So Chapek been messing up, but like, you know, I think one of the biggest issues, and this could be one of the reasons why I'm sorry. I didn't even I'm sorry, there was more. Yeah. Apparently Chapek was shifting budgets around and playing with the numbers, playing funny. He had the funny numbers, trying to disguise Disney Plus's massive monetary losses. You know, like I said, all that money that was coming through streaming or whatever, the dips, the losses, he was trying to finagle some things. He was trying to mix the numbers up just to make sure, like, no, it's not really a loss. It's, you know, it's an investment. This is what happened. You hurting all of you hurting the image, you hurting the financials on top of that. Yo, bro, that's 2 strikes. You out. That's it. But like one of the biggest issues I've had, because you might be asking yourself, like, yo, why should we care? Right? Why what does Bob Chapek, what does Bob Iger, what does that have to do with us? In my opinion, it has to do with the trickle-down effect in terms of what we get produced by Disney or Marvel or Pixar or Lucasfilm, etc. So one of the biggest issues I had with Chapek was the fact that this man hired a lot of his friends, a lot of his buddies, coworkers, whatever, that were from the distribution era, right? Like, in other words, back in the day, it used to be Bob Iger up here, Kevin Feige right there. No in between. Kevin Feige got an idea. Yo, Bob, I want to do this. That's it. Bob Iger was like, man, go do your thing. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. Make us money. You know when that was? Phase 3. You remember what happened in Phase 3? Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, Endgame. Some of the best top grossing movies of all time. Why? Because the creatives were unleashed. They had no restrictions. You know what happened when Chapek was around? Phase 4. How's Phase 4 of Marvel been for y'all? How have been the I don't know, Star Wars movies in the last 2 years? Has there even been one? Thanks, Chapek. You know why? Because now Kevin Feige has to report to somebody that don't know nothing about movies. He got to invest. What was the guy's name? The guy's name was Kareem Daniel. And, you know, it was a brother who was doing his thing. This man came from the banking world. And now you are like having Kevin Feige report to you, and you're making executive decisions for Pixar, Lucasfilm, Marvel Studios, and all that. Bro, what you know? You an accountant. Like, you a banker. What you know about marketing? The fact that these are the same people, the middlemen I'm talking about, that Chapek put in place, they're the people that make the executive decisions of, I don't know, hey, maybe y'all should go ahead and promote Professor X in the marketing for Doctor Strange 2. Because Kevin Feige, sure enough, was not like, I don't like that. Kevin Feige was like, that we should have never shown that. The marketing was too much, and it was. And it affected how we perceived the movie and interacted with it. I've told y'all from the jump, if we ain't never had to deal with, if we never knew Professor X or the X-Men or whoever was going to be in Doctor Strange 2, we would actually have a much higher appreciation for that movie. I guarantee you. But the fact that they robbed us of that, and, you know, the movie didn't really have much else, been kind of mid, been kind of average. Can y'all imagine also the fact that like so many other things were ruined because of that? Because of middlemen decisions? That's Chapek's era. Not only did Disney Plus suck for a while, and I mean, shout out again during the pandemic, but like, yo, we're getting better now. Phase 4 of Marvel, Chapek. As average, mid, whatever you want to call it, it Chapek, because of the structure that he put in there. But yo, big man, listen, Bob Iger was coming through and was like, "This is over with. It's over with." He announces his first big moves as the tenure as Disney CEO, and he's restructuring. And yeah, that's right, Chapek's right-hand man, Kareem Daniels, out of here. That's right, he's out of here. Iger was like, "Hey man, thank you for your service, but you're fired." Hit him with the Vince McMahon, "You're fired." Bob Iger announced that his departure in a memo to employees. He said, "A new structure that puts more decision-making in the hands of our creative teams and rationalizes costs." We backing up. We back up, y'all. We back. It's over now. We back in business now. It's on and popping. Okay. Now, I don't know this for a fact or not. I don't know, but I do wonder if this could be, and I'd love to ask one of the producers this. I'd love to know if this was one of the reasons why Armor Wars with Don Cheadle, War Machine, got turned into a movie. I told you there's not much money in doing things on streaming. Yeah, you're gonna get your your subscribers or whatever, but you're not gonna get the money that you would from the box office. So now you taking a Disney Plus series and you turning it into a box office movie. Remember, they used to take the box office movies like Black Widow and was like, nah, we're gonna put that on streaming. Now they going back. Now, maybe it was, I don't know. But I'm more optimistic now for the future of the MCU with Kevin Feige, because this restructuring that he's talking about, basically, they're going to go back to the way it was. Putting power, decision-making back in the hands of the creatives. Yo, Pixar, how y'all want to market y'all movie? Yo, Marvel, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to do, y'all want to put this on Disney Plus? Oh, y'all want this to go in the box office? Whatever y'all want. Y'all know y'all product more than anybody else. we will follow your lead. I don't know, because last time we did that, we only made $1 billion. Y'all, the ship is getting righted, and I am so happy for this. We getting back to business, and this is nothing but a fantastic bit of news. Bob Iger is not here to play with y'all. He is here to give y'all quality. He is here. My man came out of retirement. They said, look, no, come on back from Cabo. No, come on back from Palm Springs, whatever you was at, bro. I know you was playing some golf, but we need you. We need you back. This man came back like Jordan from retirement. Was like, look, I'm back. And all we finna do is just win, 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 win. That's all we finna do. Matter of fact, now this is rumored, so don't take it for much more than that. It wasn't just Bob Chapek that, like they talking about Bob Chapek was like the first domino to fall. Apparently, the next domino might be, we don't know, could be Kathleen Kennedy. Yikes. That's right. She's been on the whole Star Wars ship and all that stuff. Listen, she could be gone too. 10 years. 10 years of mediocre Star Wars. Listen, I ain't got no evil angst against Miss Kennedy, but I ain't gonna be mad if she gone. Not at all. I ain't gonna have no issues if she gone. Okay? I've been telling y'all for a minute. Give me the money team. I told y'all, give me Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. You put the money team. That's the Star Wars money team right there. When have they missed? When have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni missed anything? I know they haven't done the movies, but my goodness, these guys know Star Wars like the back of their hand. You mean to tell me that Jon Favreau can't do something with on the film side as much as he's been doing on the movie side with Marvel and independently? You mean to tell me Dave Filoni can't help out with the creative stuff? This man is George Lucas in the second coming. What you mean? We're not going to talk about Boba Fett. Leave that out there. Hey, even though Boba Fett was a failure, we still had a good time with Mando. We're not going to talk about that, but they still gave us Mando in Boba Fett. So I'm going to say that. But listen, Kathleen Kennedy is gone. Well, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. I ain't going to be mad. Just saying. But anyway, that's just a rumor. We don't know. It might happen. Might not. We'll see. Anyway, my goodness, y'all, this is so much news. Chapek is finally gone. This era is done. Bob Iger is back. My man is cleaning up house. He said, yo, we finna get back to normal. We not playing these stupid games no more. All of y'all fired. Get out of here. Kathleen Kennedy might be gone. We don't know. Who knows? Maybe. Yeah, some are hoping. But what do y'all think about all this news? Does this give you hope for Marvel? Does this give you hope for Star Wars, for Pixar, for all of these different things? Are you hopeful that Disney is going to turn this all around? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All right, let's go. I know I got a whole lot of comments. Let me go back up a little. Scroll up. Scrolling. Who we got? Okay. All right, I'm caught up here. Latrice, I've heard Iger is likely to sell Disney to Apple. I've heard that too. I know right now that was kind of sort of like a rumor as well. I don't know how much I'm going to buy into that, only because while it would be a very good move for Disney, I mean, come on now, like people don't realize how stupidly rich Apple is. Like Apple is worth like 2 something trillion or something crazy. It's stupid how much they're worth. But at the same time, I think what people forget is the fact that like Apple has a lot of free money, just like in cash. They just got I mean, don't quote me on this, but last time I remember, and this was a couple years ago, they had like $400 billion in just cash. Just cash. Okay. I mean, let's not forget, Disney bought Fox for like $32 billion. I'm not saying Disney. I mean, I think Disney is worth more than Fox, but 100 billion, maybe. Let's just say 200 billion. Apple could buy that twice. Like Apple got the funds. They're not hurting. So could Apple buy them? Absolutely. Would I want that? I would not, only because I don't know if Apple could handle that. I mean, Apple be kind of struggling with some things. If it wasn't for the iPhone, Apple does what they do with stuff, but like, I mean, what they about to do? Just give Mickey an iPad? Like what they gonna do with the theme parks, with the cruises and stuff? Because keep in mind, the movie stuff is like a small part. The real money with Disney is in the theme parks. You want Apple to run the theme parks? I don't know. I'm not talking about you specifically, but I mean, again, this could be a great thing for Disney because hey, you let somebody else buy you out, everybody gets a payday. All right, but I would be a little apprehensive about that. Not from a content perspective, because I know Apple's been trying to like get people on Apple Plus. Y'all watch Apple Plus? Apple TV? I think I've watched one thing. What did I watch? I watched that Chris Evans thing, Finding Jacob. Ooh, I hated Jacob. Jacob got on my last nerve. That little boy, he ain't little punk kid. Anyway, good show though. Yeah, y'all gonna merge Disney Plus and Apple? I don't know. They probably do some like tricky stuff too. Like you can only watch certain Disney Plus stuff on Apple products. Like the Apple I don't think I want that. I don't think so. But yes, I've heard about the rumor. I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't think I like it. But y'all let me know if you want Apple to buy it. Now, I do want Apple to buy Sony. I'd be very okay if Apple bought Sony, because them rights gonna go right back to Disney for Spider-Man if Sony gets bought out. So there's that. Mr. Bobby Wright, thank you so much. So close to 100K. Keep representing, bro. We pressing. I think we're like 900 away. I don't really keep track, but I think we're around like 900 away. Listen, we're gonna celebrate when that happens. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Thank you so much, Mr. Bobby Wright. Ty always coming through with the super sticker. I always appreciate you, Ty. Thank you so much for that. You're always coming through with the contributions. Let's see. Ooh, we almost done. I got to get them leftovers. Y'all don't understand. I got to get them leftovers. Let's see. What up, E? That's my man Eric Iverson. What you got? A couple shows you got to watch if you haven't yet are Tulsa King and Manifest. My wife and my daughter watch Manifest a lot. I have not seen it. I'm assuming it's good because they are completely into it. I've heard some good things with Tulsa King. That's with Sly Stallone. But I haven't watched it yet. But thank you so much for the recommendations. I'll add it to the long list. I ain't gonna lie. What I have been watching so far is I've been rewatching The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So after the Rings of Power, there was a lot of stuff in there I just missed. I mean, I read the books when I was young, but like there were all these things I missed with the Silmarillion and all this other stuff. And I was just like, what is going on? So I did like this deep dive. I've been researching everything. I've been watching all these breakdowns, all this stuff. And now I am getting back into a Lord of the Rings like mindset. Like I'm becoming that nerd again, and it's definitely got my my wife is making fun of me right now because for Thanksgiving, we were playing a game of charades or whatever it was. It's whatever that game is where you put something on your forehead and then you got to guess what it is. Now, she ain't watched nothing Lord of the Rings in I don't know how many years. She don't know nothing about that stuff. So she gonna pick movies or something. So guess what comes up on her forehead? Gollum. So now I'm sitting here trying to tell her like what the clue is. She's like, I don't get it. I was like, precious, the precious, Gollum, precious. And she's like, what is that? I was like, oh my God, I'm literally coughing it out. It's the Gollum. It's Gollum. How you not gonna get Gollum? Anyway, I'm on the Lord of the Rings binge right now. That's a long answer for that, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Oh gosh, precious. Anyway, DJ Payne, thank you. Hello, all. I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Look out for the homeless vets and RIP Tom Green Ranger Tommy. Thank you so much for that, and shout out to all the vets out there, and all that. Thank you so much for that. Andrew, Severance is so good. Severance is so good. Love it. I'm waiting for season 2. I'm loving it. So good. Yeah, that was the other show I was watching on Apple TV. Good shot. Good one. David, what's going on? Phase 3, Marvel and Disney wasn't broke, but Chapek tried to fix it. Womp, 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 womp. I know it. Like, any one of us could have walked in and been the CEO, at least to run the studio side, because I don't know about the theme park side. That could be harder. But any one of us could walk in and be like, all right, y'all, keep doing what y'all doing. All right, cool. All right, ready? Break. Team Disney on. Can I get my check now? Yep. All right. $100 million, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Just pay me. Y'all can PayPal me. Like, that's cool. Yeah. Any one of us could have been running the company and just said, like, continue doing what you're doing, because nothing broke. Nothing. Now, don't get me wrong. During the pandemic, it was a challenge. People had to adjust. I get that. That's not easy. But if there was no pandemic and all you had to do was just keep on going with what was working, let the creators create. Let the creators create. That's all they need to do. Ah, my goodness. All right, let's see what else we got. DJ, DJ, what you got? I've been watching The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings as well. Love it. Yes. No, it really is good. Man, The Hobbit was, let's see, The Hobbit wasn't bad. The Desolation of Smog, my God, that was boring. Like that. Now I'm starting to remember why I forgot all about that movie. And here's the thing: I went back and watched all the extended versions of these movies. That movie was boring. It was really bad. And then the Five Armies, I was like, man, if it wasn't for this battle at the end, like that, y'all lost me with a lot of this. Like it was, I completely forgot everything that happened in those movies. And I read the books and I've watched them before. I watched the whole trilogy before. I forgot everything because of how whack those last two were in the trilogy. Now, I'm starting Lord of the Rings again now, and I'm on the first one now. But the only problem I have, I'm starting to remember my anger at Peter Jackson for ruining a lot of the issues in the story in the movie. I'm not saying the movies are terrible. What I am saying is that as a book reader, I was not a fan of the fact that he revealed, Strider, that he revealed that his identity so early. I'm like, yo, I remember reading the whole trilogy and I was like, man, this Strider's dude is dope. Read the Two Towers, man, this Strider's dude is awesome. Read the Return of the King. He's what? Blew my mind. It was like one of the best reveals in the whole series. And he just gonna throw it in there like, oh yeah, by the way, Strider's that guy. Yeah. He it's like, what? Why you do this? Oh, anyway. But yes, definitely something that's worth watching, and it's definitely making me want to go rewatch Rings of Power because I don't think that was Gandalf that we got. I know a lot of people's like, we finally got Gandalf. You ain't say that. I don't think that's Gandalf. I think it's a blue wizard. Could be a blue wizard. Y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all geeks on this stuff. What you got, Dwight? With Iger back, do you want Ryan C for Black Panther 3? Oh, this is a tough question. Would I want Ryan Coogler back for Black Panther 3? So here are two things. One, I've been listening to more of Coogler's interviews. And one thing that I know some people will disagree with this, but I'm gonna take him for his word. One thing that he was talking about was like, and they do this with all directors, by the way, at Marvel. They give them every single copy, digital or hard copy, of whatever property they're working on. So Coogler had to read every Black Panther everything in order to just do this property. So with that said, I'm not going, even though I have a lot of creative decisions that I do not agree with, I'm not going to say that the guy does not care about the franchise. Now, again, I understand true comic fans, hardcore fans are going to disagree with that. But I'm not going to act as though the MCU has always been faithful to the comics anyway. The MCU is really barely, it's probably been 20-30% of what the comics do anyway. Like outside of the names and loose stories, the MCU is like its own thing. You know, it's almost like if you're a comic reader and you know 616 universe is the main universe, but then we get the Ultimate Universe. Like, you don't take the Ultimate Universe seriously. If they do something in the Ultimate Universe and you don't sit there and be like, oh my gosh, they bastardized or they messed up the 616. So it's kind of the way I'm treating the MCU. The MCU is a whole other thing at this point. The MCU is not the comics. The MCU is not for hardcore comic fans. Hardcore fans can appreciate that, but it's not that. The comics are the comics, right? And with that said, I will tolerate if Coogler comes back. I'd be interested to see what he tries to do, because I do think that he put himself in a hard position to do Black Panther 2, given the amount of emotional stress and trauma that he went through by losing Chadwick Boseman, his friend. Because keep in mind, it was his decision to keep going. And Marvel followed suit, and Disney did not put any pressure on him to do the movie or not do the movie or whatever. Disney was like, do whatever y'all want. Nate Moore, the producer, went to Coogler, was like, what do you want to do? Oh, okay, we're not going to recast? All right, cool, whatever. Coogler made that decision, and I'm not trying to make it lightly, right? Like, but he made a choice. Because he made a choice, and because it was a difficult choice, and because I think they kind of wrote themselves in a corner no matter what the outcome of Black Panther 2 was, they have to deal with that. So if he comes back, I'll deal with it. I'll tolerate it. I'll also be like, all right, let's see what we got. Hopefully stop killing people. Stop killing all the Black folks. Hopefully. But I wouldn't be mad if we went to somebody else either. Like, I wouldn't be mad about that at all. You know, I mean, at some point, you know, it's okay to change things up, because if you continue with the same voice over and over again, sometimes it gets a little tiring. You know, like, hey, sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't. You know, when you stop hitting with Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon came through, gave us Avengers. It was great. Missed with Age of Ultron. Taika Waititi came through, hit with Ragnarok, missed with Thor, Love and Thunder. Then you have the counter examples. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, let me give another one. James Gunn came through with Volume 1, Guardians of the Galaxy, kind of missed with Volume 2. But then you got the Russo brothers, hit the ground running with Winter Soldier, came through with Civil War, bam, bam, Infinity War, Endgame. It worked. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at this point, I'm not mad if they move on to somebody else. I'm not gonna be bad about that. So, would I want Ryan Coogler back? I'm not saying that I'm saying he should come back. I'm not saying he shouldn't have the opportunity to continue. I'll just be like, whoever y'all choose, whatever y'all do, I'll be watching with a critical eye. So that's my position on that. Ali, what you got? One word: waffles. Watch Slumberland. Thank you for that. I am not eating waffles because of that. No, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Slumberland. I might have to try and remember that, but thank you for that. Simon, what you got? This is off subject, but I would like to say congrats to Mr. Entanglement August Alsina for having the courage to come out of the closet. You can see footage of August and his new boyfriend Zaza online. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for that. It is off topic, but thank you and congrats to August. Let's see. Puma, what you got? 1 million times no, Ryan, for BP3. No more killing us off in our hard-earned franchise. Recast T'Challa. Show Wakanda in its true history. Recast T'Challa. Sure. See, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not mad if they move on to somebody else. You know, like, I get it, like, and here's the thing, going to another voice or another direction, another vision is not a terrible thing. Like, sometimes that's what keeps the franchise fresh. That's what keeps it invigorating, because even Wakanda is not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Wakanda is not going to have the same flavor if it's only coming through one lens. Like, it's totally fine where, let's just say, I mean, look at the comics themselves. Jack Kirby's first run, with Black Panther and all, it was okay, but then Reginald Hunling comes in. Ooh, but then Christopher Priest comes in. Like, those are completely different flavors. Ta-Nehisi Coates comes in. John Ridley comes in, but like, those are different flavors because they're different perspectives. And each one of those things contributes something different, a different angle, a different story, a different version perspective that I think is great. And it should be no different with film. But thank you so much for that. DJ, what you got? I think going forward with whatever they do is to keep an open mind and creating and getting it right. This will take time. That's the key word. I still have hope. Recast T'Challa. Yes, no, I'm with you on that too. Like, this is one of the reasons why I've said right after Black Panther 2, I'm not jumping to any conclusions yet. Is this the route I would take with the way that they ended the movie? Absolutely not. Is it my preferred preference here? Absolutely not. Is this what I thought they might do? A little bit, but at the same time, like, this ain't ideal at all. Am I going to judge it until I see the next step? No. I'm not going to judge it because I want to see, okay, this is the seed that you planted. What are you going to do with it? Because if you're not going to water this seed, if you're not going to nurture it, I got some things I got to say. I got some issues at that point, And, again, I just think for me, I just think it's a better move for me to see what they give us over time. And that way, there's no escaping your record, right? Because it's different if you like are just attacking what they might do. But I've always been of the approach of judging and criticizing what you've done. Let me talk about what you've done or whatever you said that you're going to do, and then we'll go from there. But now that y'all got this seed planted, let's see where it goes, and then we'll judge it from there. Because time will tell. Time will tell what happens. And that's going to be the best indicator of whether you did make the right decision or not. We'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for all of that, guys. Let's move on because I'm trying to hit yep, okay, we might get this under the time. All right. So Chapek's out of here. Boom, quick SpiderVerse update. Yo, let me tell you something. Into the SpiderVerse is one of my top Spider-Man movies to date. Damn near, if not one of the best Spider-Man movies to date. I'm gonna be honest with you. My ranking changes by I don't know, however I feel that day. Sometimes it's Spider-Man 2 with the GOAT, Tobey Maguire. Sometimes it's Into the Spider-Verse. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely easily top 2, top 3. This is easily up there. But yo, I just love this little update. We got Across the Spider-Verse is going to have apparently 6 different animation styles. I just think that is really, really cool. So we get this from Phil Lord, who reveals, so we're taking those tools, adding all the things we learned on the Mitchell versus the Machines, and then growing them further to accommodate the ambition of this movie, which is to wow you every time you enter a new environment, and also to make sure that the style of the movie reflects the story and the images are driven by feelings as opposed to some egg-headed art project, which it also is, by the way. Love this. I just love the fact that these guys are being so creative with Across the Spider-Verse, and the fact that you're utilizing the animation to help with the storytelling. It's something that, like, I don't think people are going to notice until they are told that. So I love the fact that they're even bringing this up, because that can be a very interesting element to bring that movie to life, to give it that necessary intangible punch that you're not going to suspect. So I think that is fantastic. I love the creativity that Lord and Miller bring to Across the Spider-Verse. We already found out that there are rumors Tom Holland's Spider-Man might show up. We got Oscar Isaac coming in as Miguel Herrera, Spider-Man 2099. And listen, I am here for all of this. I cannot wait. This might actually be, I think we did a watch party for Into the Spider-Verse, so we're gonna have to do another one for this one too. But I got all the faith in this one. I think this movie is gonna be fantastic, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this. So super, super excited for this. But we will see. So y'all let me know how you feeling about that Spider-Verse news. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's see what you got, DJ. If they make the new T'Challa get with Storm with the mutants, then I'm good. Yeah, listen, I've said this in my uncomfortable compromise video. If you give me all the elements of what we should have gotten with T'Challa that we never got a chance to get, I can live with it. I can live with that. I'm not gonna like it because I would have obviously preferred, Chadwick's version to get like everything. But there are some people out there that are like, yo, Chadwick's version kind of fell short compared to the comics. Some people are like, man, he didn't fight as much, even though he kicked butt in Civil War. Some people said, like, man, his intelligence wasn't shown enough, even though they dropped little lines here and there to show you otherwise. But if you give this next one all the stuff that the other one didn't get, I think over time, people are going to get over it. Because again, the MCU is not the comics. So the MCU not being directly from the comics and just loosely inspired by the comics, I think people will get over it. And at the end of the day, to me, I think when I think of like the overall picture of these things, I think that what the MCU has done, and again, I know people will have their gripes about lack of comic accuracy and stuff, and I think those are valid. You can definitely have those views for sure. But what I'm trying to see the positive side of any of this is that I hope that the MCU inspires people to go read the comics. I hope people are like, yo, I like this T'Challa on screen. Even if he's Tucson or Prince T'Challa, whatever. I like this. This is cool. Let me go read the comics now. Dang, T'Challa's like this in the comics. Like, you never know what these things. I mean, it was the Spider-Man cartoon that inspired me to go read Spider-Man comics when I was a kid. Like, I had no idea, So like, I'm hoping, this is why I say I hope the portrayal of T'Challa continues, because I'm hoping it inspires people to fall in love with the character of T'Challa throughout all mediums. So even though I don't like what they personally did, in the film, I'm hopeful that the overall goal is y'all gonna still respect T'Challa's name and y'all gonna inspire people the way I was inspired as a little kid, But anyway, that's another conversation. Thank you so much for that, DJ. I appreciate you. All right, let's go. Oh, here we go. Y'all, we got it. We finally got it. It's been a long time coming, but we finally got some progress on Blade. Oh, we have been through, and I have said that this has been a problem for Marvel. Blade was one of the movies that was announced before the pandemic for Phase 4, and everything else except for Blade had some progress. And then when it did come to Blade, they found out recently the script was terrible. And then the director fell out 1 month before production was about to start. What happened? What y'all wasn't, who was in charge of this? Didn't nobody check in and be like, ooh, stop, that script is whack? Didn't nobody thought about this? It just fell through the cracks like that? Are y'all stretched that thin at Marvel, or do y'all just not care? But either way, they got a new writer, or they're getting a new writer, I believe, because that other script, listen, I've been told from people close to the situation, that script was one of the worst things they had ever seen in their life. That was a terrible script. Ain't no way you can have a Blade movie with lackluster action scenes. And only 2? Could you imagine a Deadpool movie with 2 lackluster, boring action scenes? Could you imagine a Punisher movie with only 2 action scenes with a couple of guns? What are you doing? It's bad enough y'all don't want to make this rated R. And I know some people like it doesn't have to be rated R. I'm not saying it doesn't, or it does have to be. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if it got the same energy that Werewolf by Night got. It'd be nice if it got the same energy that Deadpool got, but whatever. But 2 lackluster action scenes? What are y'all doing? How did that even get past the first draft? What? So the energy behind Blade has been rather disappointing from Marvel Studios. Again, I don't know all the behind the scenes stuff. All I know is if you got stuff falling through the cracks a month before production starts, it's not a good look. It's just not a good look. There could be some other information we don't know, but it's just not a good look. So they delayed Blade. They pushed it forward. And after some time, y'all, we finally got a new director. Yes, we got I don't know if I can say his name right. Jan Demange. He is going to be the new director. This guy has also been the director of Lovecraft Country. Let me go straight to his IMDb. Okay, my man, a little French. Okay, straight from Paris, France. All right. So he's known for 71. I have not seen that. Top Boy, I heard it was okay. Lovecraft Country, Dead Set. I ain't never heard of that. But let's see what he's been up to. Let's see. Didn't see that. Headspace. Don't know. No. Dead Set. Okay, so he's done some TV. He's done more TV. 71. I haven't seen. Oh, White Boy Rick. I remember watching White Boy Rick. That was okay. It wasn't a bad movie. It was okay. And he did. He did the first episode of Lovecraft Country, the Sundown Town. Hey man, listen. That first episode went hard. Okay, in Lovecraft Country. Back when they had to run away and they had to face them monsters and stuff at the end with the police, the whole time. So that lets me know at least this man can do action. Okay, because first of all, if for whatever reason you have not watched Lovecraft Country, please upgrade your life. Go back on HBO and watch it. And go watch my videos covering it. But the fact that he's got this little bit of credentials, I'm set. I'm good. I'm feeling more comfortable now with him at the helm of this project. They have my confidence right now that at least from a director's perspective, you're not going to completely drop the ball. Now, we still don't know what the script is going to be. We still don't know that. So that could be an issue, but I like this pick. This pick makes me feel better that the Blade movie is not going to completely fail. At least I'm hoping that's the case. So I like this. And I'm down with this. I am down with this. So y'all let me know. Oh yes, by the way, this all the face blame that on Chapek. No movement on Blade. Chapek. See? You see what happened? You see what happened the second Chapek get out of here? Like, bro, get out of here. And good things just start happening. Chapek gone and great things just start happening. Boy, I ain't never seen a CEO. When I tell you, there were people talking about like everybody loathed him at Disney. People did not. They just hated this guy's guts. They did not like the way he walked, talked, nothing. Woo. Man, that has got to suck. That has got to suck. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about this great news that we got a new director for Blade. I am so ecstatic for this. I am happy. I'm just hoping that they do it justice. That's all I care about. Put some respect on Blade's name. But thank you so much for that in advance. What we got here? What we got? DJ Blade, the savior of the MCU. Let's go. Yes, this is facts. Blade absolutely saved the MCU because there would be no MCU if Blade hadn't come through. Shout out to Wesley Snipes and proved that these movies can work. DJ back at it. Blade 2 was my favorite. It was definitely one of the best ones. Now the story was a little, but it was definitely one of the best ones from a visual standpoint. I will watch that all day. Let's see. What you got? Bulldog back at it. Kevin Feige has creative power back, which Paycheck or Chapek took from him and all the creators of Disney. This is great news for Marvel going forward. Yes, like this is exactly what is giving me more encouragement about the next phase in Marvel, the next couple phases, is that now, he's in there. So that is he's got all the power and he can make all these decisions and he's gonna be great. Thank you for that, Kiki. I am hungry and I need those neck bones. Like, okay, how many more? We got one more story left. Okay, one more, and we're almost done. I gotta go eat. All right, y'all. Thor. Okay. So this kind of sucks. But Thor, Chris Hemsworth, has made the news recently because he's gonna be taking a break from acting. And and this was after he found out a startling revelation about his health. He said here that in a recent episode of Limitless, he revealed that he is genetically predisposed to develop Alzheimer's disease. He said it's not a predeterministic gene, but it's a strong indication. 10 years ago, I think it was more thought of as determinant. Essentially, his genetic makeup includes 2 copies of the APOE4 gene, one from his mother and one from his father. The combination reportedly leads to an increased Alzheimer's risk. So, you know what? Like, first of all, let me just say that is scary as ever. That is one thing I have personally feared as well. It does run in my family too. So if I start forgetting things, don't yell at me. But I understand the concern, because basically he's like, yo, I got to focus on my life. I got to focus on my family. And I totally respect that. Actually, let me get more of what he said here. He said, it's not like I've been handed my resignation. He said it really triggered something in me to want to take some time off. And since we finished the show, I've been completing the things I was already contracted to do. Now, when I finish this tour this week, I'm going to go home and I'm going to have a good chunk of time off and just simplify, be with the kids, be with my wife. Man, I cannot blame him whatsoever. That is fantastic. And I hope he takes whatever time it needs, because I told y'all life is short, but the one thing we can have is our family, our friends, be around people. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all we're not made to be alone forever. That is not a good thing. So props to him for putting self first. And he said he did everything he got to do, and I'm not mad at that at all. So shout out to him for taking care of his health. But here's the thing. So in addition to this, the question is like, well, what's up with Thor? Like, what you gonna do with Thor? Like, you are Thor, right? Now, we've talked about brilliant ideas before with Star Wars. Let's get it right. And, apparently Chris Hemsworth has also come up with a great idea too for the next Thor. And I have to say, this is just as brilliant than anything I could have ever heard. Like this, if they do this, I can't wait. So Chris Hemsworth comes in with this idea, and what he says is that Thor's MCU return needs a drastically different tone. A whole different tone. Here's what he said. I want to get this right here. He says, you look at Thor 1 and 2, they were quite similar. Ragnarok and Love and Thunder are similar. I think it's about reinventing it. I've had such a unique opportunity with Infinity War and Endgame to do very drastic things with the character. I enjoy that. I like keeping people on their toes. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me invested. I've said this before, but when it becomes too familiar, I think there's a risk in getting lazy then because I know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm even invited back, but if I was, I think it would have to be a drastically different version in tone. Everything just for my own sanity. Thor lost his mind at that last one. He's gone. He's got to figure it out now. I couldn't agree more. We definitely need a change of pace with Thor. Because don't get me wrong, Thor 1, in my opinion, whack. Thor 2 had so much potential to be great, whacker. Thor 3, Ragnarok, fantastic. And if I might add, the bar was set so low for Thor that anything was damn near an upgrade. And Thor 3 came through. They brought in a little more comedy. They brought in a little bit more excitement with the character. And it worked. It worked. Thor 4? All that goofiness? All that slapstick comedy? I mean, y'all liked it, I guess. Yeah. I told y'all, I thought I was crazy when I went to the premiere and everybody was like, Thor 4 is the greatest movie ever. Oh my gosh, Marvel did it again. It's better than Ragnarok. Go watch all y'all favorite YouTube channels y'all cheat on me with. Go look at their reactions for Thor 4. And remember, I was the only one in there like, it's all right. It's a movie. Like, they did something. I told y'all it was all right. And here's the thing. Again, it's all subjective, obviously. But overall, so I'm not, if you loved it, I'm not knocking you, but overall, it wasn't received. It wasn't as well received as a lot of people would have thought it would, coming right off, Thor Ragnarok. I told y'all. I mean, listen, I told y'all. But I could not agree more with Chris Hemsworth. And I'm not saying this is a dig at Taika Waititi. Maybe it is. But the character of Thor absolutely needs a change. Like, it makes no sense. Like, bro, I think that one of his best performances as Thor actually came in Infinity War. When that man said, I lost my father, my mom, my brother, my family, my people, or was that an Endgame? Whichever one. When he was going through that and he was like, I got to make this right. That was acting. My man had like 15 seconds of just straight acting. Okay. I'm like, that's the thought. Like, bro, you can't sit here and tell me this God, this thunder God that has undergone so much pain and loss and grief is now just happy-go-lucky with some screaming goats. What? Like, come on, man. Like, it's okay if we get serious with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying let's go keep on killing people, but it's like, have the character mature in a way that's not like stupid. I mean, I'm sorry. With Thor: Love and Thunder, like, dropped the ball in so many ways. It dropped the ball with him emotionally. It dropped the ball with you dealing with a movie about cancer, and y'all sitting here cracking jokes. You dealing with a movie about a god butcher, and not one god really even got butchered. Not nobody of significance anyway. Like, what are you doing with the character? The character was on an awesome trajectory after Thor Ragnarok. This man lost half his people, and now he had to become a reluctant king, and he was about to go on a journey to find himself, and all he found was some screaming goats. Fix Thor. Hashtag fix Thor. Because I'm sorry, that Taika thing, it's ran its course. This is what I meant when I said it's okay to change the direction. It's okay to get a different voice, a different perspective. It's okay to do that because sometimes you run it into the ground. And that's what happened with Thor. Anyway, Y'all let me know, how do you feel about the change of direction for Thor? Is it necessary? Do we need to do it? Is everything just fine the way it is? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I got one more. Yes, from the home and Natalie. Thank you so much. Preaching. But get to the yams leftovers. Let me tell you something. I'm finna dip. Okay, you the last comment, I think. Let me tell you something. Y'all got any more? Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? I think that's it right now. Because listen, them yams. What up? Hold on. I'll make sure I ain't drooling on camera. Boy, listen, them turkey necks are calling now. Okay. Now let's see. Like I said, spoiler review is coming out. I got another video I got to work on over the week. Make sure that you guys are loved and you are getting help for whatever y'all going through. I'm hungry. I love y'all. Have a good one. Wash your hands, wash your butts. Hold on now. We got Trey. Hold on. Let's get this one. All right, put them necks on hold real quick. E-Man, are you or your girls watching Wednesday on Netflix? 4 episodes in, I'm liking it, but I suspect a lot of women will probably like it even more. I'm not watching Wednesday yet. I think my daughter is. I need to go see if she is. I heard it's really good though, so I definitely want to check it out. I'm gonna go see if she's watching it, and I'm gonna yell at her for not watching it with me, because we need to watch something. You know, we fell off for the Flash, and yeah, that just fell off. But I'm gonna definitely go check it out. But thank you for that. I really appreciate you. And Treble Clef, thank you so much for the last minute super sticker. I appreciate that as well. All right, so wash your hands, wash your butts, go clean your nose, whatever. I'm out. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Peace. See y'all next week.